Hi, okay, I can admit now. Hi, everyone. My name is Vale. I'm a grateful alcoholic. So happy to be in this meeting today. So happy to see all you guys. So lovely and so happy. It just fills my heart with joy. I'm from Chile, Santiago, Chile. And today I'll be speaking a little bit about my experience through getting sober and how I managed to do the steps. Um, I grew up in a very violent family, very stressful family. And it was very, alcohol was very much everywhere. My parents used to go to parties and have people over, and they were always drinking. And so I associated alcohol with fun and happiness, but also to violence and despair. When I was a teenager, I suffered from a very traumatic experience, which led me to my first drink when I was 13 years old. And that was the magical experience that I wanted all my life. Suddenly, with that drink, I forgot everything. Everything was better. Everything had improved in my life because I was outgoing. I wasn't shy anymore. And alcohol did for me what I couldn't do for myself, you know, like it was a magical revelation for me, truly. Growing up, I started being the party girl, going out 15, 16 years old to lots of parties and getting surrounding myself with older people who could get me those drinks. Later on, I moved to China, where legal age to drink, I don't know if still in that at this day, but it wasn't a thing there when I moved there. And so I pretty much had loose leash for everything: alcohol, drugs, party. I didn't have any regard for anything. And so I kept on going. I managed to get through university with just the grades enough to pass, because I rather be in party and being doing things. And life kept on going in this experience where I was in a very depressed state when I was not drinking, in a very magical and wonderful land when I was drinking. For me, I romanticize alcohol in a big, big, big time. Then at the age of 26 years old, I had my first OD. I had in alcohol poisoning and drug overdose, and I had to be committed. And that was a very hard experience because the doctor told me in my face, if you keep on going like this, you're going to die. But I was 26 years old, and I had too much of my life ahead of me to listen. So a month after I got off hospital, I was drunk already. I was drunk again. And so the next year was another hospitalization for the same things. And the year after, also another one. But that time I already knew that I had a problem. I didn't accept that I was an alcoholic, but I knew that I had a problem. And I tried to reach for help. And I went to one AA meeting. But that meeting scared me to my bones. I went there and I saw people saying, "Hi, I'm an alcoholic." And I was like, "Oh my God, what am I doing here?" So I just ran, like literally ran out of the meeting. And I managed to get a smoke outside in the parking lot, and a lady approached me and said like, hey, you know what, if you ever need help, here's my number, whatever. I never contacted the lady, but she got my number. And 5 years after that, that horrendous experience with the meeting, my alcoholism had progressed with other hospitalization. I almost died. I spent 3 days in the ICU unconscious, and not knowing if they didn't know if I was going to wake up or not. When I woke up, I knew that I had to be in AA. I knew that that AA was for me, that I had to do something for my life. So I got myself a sponsor, and I started working the steps. Step one for me was very hard. I think it was the hardest step for me, even though the fourth step was very hard. But the step one was difficult for many reasons. First of all, because I had that image of an alcoholic father who was violent and who was very vile and who was very mean and egotistical and self-centered, selfish. And I thought I didn't have any of those things. I thought I didn't have an ego problem. I thought that I was so giving and loving because I buy alcohol to everybody, that I didn't have those kind of problems. Money was never an issue for me, because when I had it, not that I have a lot of money, but when I had it, I shared it. Well, I shared the alcohol anyway. So that was a hard thing for me. Admitting that I was an alcoholic, the word alcoholic resonated with me so hard that I just couldn't accept it. And then second part of step one, that my life wasn't manageable. Well, I managed to get through college. I managed to get some jobs. I chose to leave those jobs. They never fired me. I chose to leave those jobs because they were too boring for me. I'd rather be partying. So I didn't think that my life was unmanageable, because I pretty much managed everything. I managed to get home after drinking, driving, pretty manageable, right? So when I got to the fact that I was really bad and I was really unmanageable and I was really an alcoholic, I had to surrender, and I had to humble myself to say, yes, I am an alcoholic. Yes, I am unmanageable. My life is unmanageable. I was 30 years at that time, and that was last year. And it's been a really road uphill for me. The steps weren't easy. Step two for me was a little hard too, because I didn't believe in the God thing, the God word. I didn't really like it, because I grew up in a Catholic family and they were just pushing down my throat God and everything religious. So step two and step three were very difficult. But when I managed to get through the steps, and when I managed to get through step three and gave my life and my actions and my thoughts to my higher power, everything started changing. Everything started changing. I became willing to work my fourth step. I wasn't scared of it. I procrastinated a lot, because that's what I do, but I did it. I managed to get through it and face all the horrors that I was escaping from. Then I started going through the steps, and everything was so good. I managed to get a step 89, trying to make those amends. and practicing these principles in all my affairs. You know, it is a very important thing. Then I last year I participated in the international service meeting for young people in AA, and I was an interpreter for Spanish to English, and that was a very beautiful experience for me. I loved it, and that brought me closer to young people here in Chile, in AA, because at that time I didn't know anybody of young people here in Chile. And then right now I am the secretary for the meeting this year, and it's been such a growing experience for me. I love service. I love going to meetings. I love spending time with my friends in the fellowship. And I am truly grateful. Today, I am grateful that I have a better life. You know, like I said before, I used to romanticize alcohol because alcohol gave me everything that I thought that I wanted. And I hear once in a meeting, a person said that that sobriety gave me everything that alcohol promised me. And that's just such a beautiful thought, because alcohol promised me life beyond my wildest dreams, but I couldn't never get it because I was too drunk to get them. And sobriety has given me a life beyond my wildest dreams. Today I have friends all over the world. Today I have a respectable relationship with my family, you know, still fixing it, but I have it. Today I can be honest, I can be right, I can be true. And today I can be grateful. And today I have a higher power in my life, which is the most important part in my life. And yeah, I'm very happy to be in this meeting. I'm very happy to have met all you guys, and thank you for allowing me to share it.